Hey, everybody, welcome to Readapt, Reimagine, Recreate 2022. I'm definitely Zavzan, and I'm here to bring on somebody really important. So, folks, if you're tuning in live with us right now and you're in the session with us, go ahead and drop in a hello in the chat and let us know where you're tuning in from, right? Because, I love to have an engaging session. I don't like crickets. Y'all like crickets? Who likes crickets, right? But because I'm a little bit nervous, because I'm like, I have to bring up the man, right? So if you don't mind, I have someone who wants to say hello to all of you. Hi, everybody. This is my friend. Well, welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in today live, Readapt, Reimagine, Recreate 2022. I'm pretty excited because, one of the things I'm always intrigued by is the fact that I'm able to make connections from all over the world without even living my like comfort space, right? My comfort stage. So I just want to quickly say hello to Sherry, who's actually tuning in from beautiful Northwest Arkansas. Arkansas in the house. Whoop whoop. Hey, hi Sherry, good to see you. Welcome. All right, I'm not going to waste too much time because I want to bring the men on. But folks, if you're new to the space and you don't know who EventTitans are, I'm just going to read a little bit about the man who I am bringing up next. All right, are you ready? If you're ready, say ready in the chat because I want you to know who this man is, right? Okay, say yes, I want to know who that person is. All right, everybody. I'm just going to read a little bit of his bio. All right. So I found out that this all started 7 years back when he started his journey in the startup world after his success was with flipping 3 IT staffing companies. Wow, right? That's amazement. And he comes from the IT product solution designing background and has been a sponsor, a speaker, and attendee at multiple major events across the world. And I understand that it was at these events that he had the opportunity to talk to different event organizers. And what he discovered, folks, was that there were lots of pieces that event organizers can utilize from a fully integrated tech that can make the event more effective, especially when it comes to the administration experience, which can be a lot easier, right? You all know if you're event organizers, you can appreciate this. Yes, yes, say yes in the comments if you agree. Yeah, okay. So that was the idea. That was when the idea of EventTitans. It was born in 2018. Let's hear from the man behind the idea and development, Siva Vagala, the founder who wears multiple hats for EventTitan success. Well, let's bring him on.
Hey,
Woo,
Jeff, how are you?
woo!
Thanks for
Did
the
I kind
wonderful
of like,
introduction.
did I kind of warm it up for you? We talked about this, right?
No, actually, when you said the man behind this and you got the minion up, I was like, okay, is that the person? Oh, no.
I have
Thank
to
God it was
keep
not him.
him fun. I don't, not him. No. Well, I'm so glad that I get to host you and have a conversation with you. So I know we don't have too much time, but I would love to really kick off this conversation by kind of asking you, what kind of message do you have for our audience today?
Sure. Sure, Jeff. So, like, hello, everyone. First of all, this is Shiva. I'm the founder of Event Titans, and we are a event management hybrid platform. So, hope you're all doing well this afternoon, and thanks for joining us here. And it was incredible session by the panelists. The ladies did great, and also the Bob talking about TV engagement and all. Thanks, everyone. And it's more great lineup is coming up. Like when it comes to, like you all might be, even I'm tired of talking about COVID-19. But to accept the truth, all our live events moved virtual, right? So, however, due to this necessary change, many event organizers were able to see the benefits of the virtual events that may not have considered before, right? So, even though many event spaces are slowly reopening, many people do not want to make a complete switch back, like to in-person events and lose all of his newly discovered benefits. So many event organizers are tuning into new event format called the hybrid. That is the trending word right now going on, right, Jeff? So uh,
S- People call it the sexy word. I don't know how sexy it is, right? But yeah, we'll call it a sexy word right now in the events world, especially
yeah,
if somebody's new to the hybrid world. Yep.
yep. So it's we see like I see in few of the comments down there, a lot of organizations are against, not against, I would say, they do not want to adapt to this word virtual or even the word hybrid. So but
I know. Why
yeah,
is
like
that?
I have no idea, but the thing is, like, it's gonna stay in here for, and also gonna be the next new
Whether we like it.
normal. Like for the next in the next couple
Agree.
of years, I would say it would be everything gonna be live, and also it will also cater to the virtual organizations. So
Right.
so I heard from one of the event organizer, they had to cancel 4,000 people event, which they were planning for 4 months, a live event happening in Orlando,
Oh
Florida,
no.
and they have to cancel it because in the last minute the cases went up, and it's all because we are not ready to adapt to the change of from live events to virtual and then to hybrid. Like this is
Agree.
coming. Yeah, so this is coming from a platform, like us. We were actually an in-person event platform, and
Hmm.
then we migrated to virtual, and then we combined both the aspects of it, and now we are hybrid event. If we don't evolve, we don't sustain. So I
I
would.
love that you say that, right? And I used to kind of make this analogy, and because I remember when I started my journey into the virtual space, Siva, I too like hosted a lot of in-person networking events, and then long story told, I kind of like got fed up with trying to fill the seats because I feel like I was the only passionate one who wanted to put people in the seats, and I share value. But what I found at that time was, people, we all have very busy lives, right? And if there was a technology that could help me save some time to get to the right target audience, then why not? I remember those days, when I started out almost a decade ago. Like, I feel like I was the only one in the room that talked about, hey, why don't we do things virtual? And people look at me like I just came from planet Mars. And I'm thinking, like, why not? Right? Hello. And when I did that, about 18 months ago, people started realizing, right? Hey, Zaf has a point here, right? So that was what happened. And I think this is what we all are going through right now. And I don't know if you have this experience, Siva, but have you had people come to you like, I'll never be on camera, I'll never use technology? But 18 months ago, they go like, oh my God, what the heck is, this online meeting tool? Now I have to learn it. Have you had that too?
Oh yeah, definitely. Like a lot of people, even right now, they don't want to get adapted to like the being on camera. So,
Correct.
but we are not left with a choice, I would say. So we have to
Yes,
adapt to this
that's true.
particular situation.
Very, very true. So, in your journey in starting the company with EventTitans, what has it been like for you? Because you mentioned earlier that you really started EventTitans as an in-person event product, but now having to evolve. And I've always loved the word evolve instead of pivot, because I see like in the 18 months ago, people use pivot. I'm like, I don't know if it's a pivot truly, but I feel it's, we all evolve from a place of skill, knowledge. So how has this journey been for EventTitans?
Definitely. Like if you would have seen our platform, Jeff. So, like if you see the back end of it, we have a ton of features specially designed, like for engagement. So when I went to all these different events, the event organizers were scrambling to, integrate a lot of technologies together, like the surveys or polls. It might be, using one registration platform and somebody developing the website. So there is too many technologies involving in one event, and it's pretty expensive of a deal. And moreover, like talking to each other, it would be the main admin time and also the cost involved over there. So when we saw this, like we started to build the platform for in person, especially if you would have seen, automating the sponsor onboarding process, like selling the sponsor onboarding process right on your website. And also, on when I'm talking about onboarding, it is very like special to our platform, because that is one of the unique selling points for us. Because even if it's an employee, or even if it is like an attendee of an event, onboarding is pretty crucial for them. So
Yes.
most of the times what's happening is, like a lot of events like have this bunch of forms that we have to fill up, and there is a loss of interest after you fill half of it, or you have to give names of your 10 other attendees. I'm lost because I cannot complete the registration right then and there. So we we took that as a pain point, and we solved it using our onboarding process. As you would have seen, like we do have badge check-ins, badge booths, like we also do have booths management and whatnot. So once we did this in 2020, bam, what happened? The pandemic. And all the live events were canceled. We were like thinking, oh gosh, what happened? All of a sudden, we
We
spent
have
so
to
much
quickly learn how to do, you have to do things new way, right?
exactly. But thank God, what we were thinking is, how about linking this in person to the person if I would like to log in from online. So we were thinking about this from past 2 years and built the ground strong. So all the website that you are seeing down here, it's a 2D level, it's a regular website that has the interactions for a person who logs online. So then we immediately switched our gears and moved on to the 3D virtual side of it, to cater to the users who wants to have a 3D kind of a look, and with more engagement is something that we included in our platform. So that's right now, since we were an in-person and evolved into completely a virtual side of it, with integrations with Zoom. And like how you are seeing right now, you can stream the video into the platform, and you
Yep.
can give us any other on-demand videos. And so it is a smooth experience, not just using the regular Zoom, but having a platform which can integrate all the different videos in there and
Yep.
have the engagement for the users. So that we were an in-person, and then right now we are completely a hybrid event.
I love that you mentioned that. So, talking about engagement, right? So, let me just quickly say, because I do see the stream of this event right in LinkedIn. I just want to quickly acknowledge a few people who has joined us. Sarah from Oklahoma City, welcome, Sarah. Anna from Brockport, New York, and Jen, who's from Connecticut. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. But I also wanted to kind of share this information with you, just because I heard before coming on live with you, our previous speaker, right, Bob, actually mentioned something about, in the past, events traditionally are very siloed in nature, right? This gave a perfect example. I wouldn't say a perfect example, a great example of, how we can pull all the elements of an event together in one location, and you can experience all the different engagements, because now you have the networking, and then you also have the exhibition hall, and then here's the live stage, right? And then we can see the agenda, just like, of course, we'll never get the in-person 100% like the in-person experience, but we can come close to it, right? Because now we're not siloed, we have that immersive and interactive experience. And thank you
Yes.
for sharing that with us, because I think for some people who are visual like me, it's true. The journey of virtual events, especially in the past 18 months, it takes a little bit of like demoing and go like, here's what we can do for you. Do you like this? And suddenly, the eyes will pop up and go like, ooh, I can imagine my virtual event to be much more engaging. So, that's an awesome piece that you shared there. Thank you.
So, like, to continue that, since you said that, Jeff, a lot of folks get confused between a conversation and also engagement. Like in fact,
Right.
we were talking about it the other day. So
Yeah.
like having just a chat between the two people is like a conversation, but how about
Correct.
in like the engagement of the user, like how are
Yes.
we
Yes.
getting that return on investment for the sponsors and the exposure for the speakers, and
Yep.
also that like that excitement for the attendees, like because it's all about them, right? So
Yes.
and that is when, like, if you would have seen, like as I was showing you down here, uh, all this, we have included all these activity names right here. As you can see, it's not just having this. As an event organizer, you do get a report stating who did what in clearly, and how many points each person got, and like what are all the interactions they have. That adds a lot of value for both a booth, that is a sponsor, and also a like a sponsor, and also and also the speaker. So when it comes to the sponsor side of it, like the engagement side, like how much ever we do for the sponsors, it's less, but we do have a lot of touch points, as you can see here, like the
Yes.
engagement points, right? So like if I want to drop my business card, I can just exchange a business card with Kaylee or the person who is down here. Like I can just exchange the business card. Or if you want to have a special offer, hey, like just have a special offer, and also there will be a
Right.
live Zoom session and whatnot. So it's all about like somebody joining the who came to our booth, and I can chat with them, and I will be able to know real time statistics,
Yes.
and like what's going on and all. So that is the engagement which is required in a platform, so that
Yep.
the like it's the ROI would be, it would be fun for everybody.
Absolutely, I agree. And here's the point I always share whenever I go on a live broadcast and I share, my thoughts and what I've experienced with virtual events engagement. One of the biggest things, right? We did talk about the difference between engagement and conversation. Conversation, you can send a chat and just have a conversation. But engagement for me, and I don't know if you agree with this, is having the opportunity to meet, connect, and engage before the event, during the event, and post event, right? And I think Bob also mentioned earlier, he said, we're no longer in that phase, right? It's just one off kind of event because we're kind of, we're kind of, what you call it, events have a lot of money invested in them. So why can't we just create more opportunities, right? And a big part of that is your platform has features that would encourage pre, during, and after event engagement, because I may be forgetful. I don't I don't remember, oh my god, I was supposed to collect something or drop my business card at this expo booth, but I didn't get a chance to. Now I can come back and do exactly that. And I think what you've done is create that opportunity for folks to come through again, to have more post event engagement. And that's a beautiful thing, right? And I'm just kind of reading what people are saying in LinkedIn, like, hey, Anna says, neat interface. Sarah says, glad to be here. So thank you all for tuning in. Um, I want to ask you because is there anything like a new feature that Event Titans is, launching that you think the audience need to know? And if yes, what does it look like?
Yes, actually, we do have a lot of features that we are launching, but
Mm-hmm.
two things that I would like to really talk about is the random random networking. Right now, we use. I'm sorry, actually, I like, but yeah, okay. So random networking, I would say, like I can get into a video chat with anybody in the event. At the moment, we do have everything. If I would like to chat with Liz Caruso, so I can do
Mm-hmm.
so, but I cannot do like a video chat. It's not like I'm interrupting her by doing what she's doing. She should accept my invitation, as you can see here, request. Once I request, only then she can accept it, and we will be able to start a live video conversation. But we are coming up with um, a lot of folks are asking about random networking. So we have that in
Like a
pipeline
speed
for this.
networking kind of thing?
Yes, exactly, like speed dating, speed networking, I would say. So that's one of the feature. And also, like we do have a free version. When I'm talking about a free version, it's it's similar to Eventbrite, but what you have seen down here is powerful. Like in terms of every page, if you go to the event agenda, it has as like it has interactions in it. So with a lot of interactions, we are giving a free version out to the users to try our platform. And it would be similar to a lot of platforms right now, which are being called as virtual platforms, but it would be completely free for the users who are having who are selling the tickets for their events. So we would be releasing that next month. We'll be having an event for that too.
Yeah, congratulations. This is
Thank you.
awesome. I know, I think where we are, I think in the world of virtual events and event tech, we do have. I've had to learn this from my own experience with virtual events. Onboarding is a big part, and you had mentioned about it earlier. And let me ask you this, right? Because we talked about engagement and all that. But are you kind of right now looking forward to live events or just happy with virtual events?
No, we are absolutely looking forward for the live events. Because even though
It's two
how
different
much.
experiences, right?
Exactly, because we
Yeah.
are an in-person platform. We were, and so we definitely love to see those events coming back, I would say, sometime in the future. And we actually this year, we are so proud of, we are so fortunate to be partnered with them. And Bar Event Group, they pulled off two events this year with more than 12,000 plus attendees in Texas, both the events together. And it was a live event. We worked with them for taking that live event to virtual side of it, completely, both of them live and virtual, everything done together on the platform, one platform for all the interactions. So we are definitely looking forward for live events because that is our niche.
There you go. And we're talking about live, and we mentioned hybrid. So, have you had people asking you, "Is this, like a perfect hybrid event platform, or what makes a perfect hybrid event platform?" Do you have
um,
your take on this?
Sure, definitely. I would say, like there is, it's not nothing going to be perfect in the sense like nothing going to fit one size for all. I would say like every
Correct.
customer requirement is different. So when we are talking
Yes.
about an event experience, for their specific attendees, we did as little as developing a dashboard website with a video integrated, like a YouTube live integrated into it. And we did the whole like custom development of 3D images, experiences, integrating with games, like casino kind of games and whatnot. So you can do as little as $2,000 if it is your budget to $200,000. It's up to us. So it is nothing like a perfect, like perfect
Nothing's
design for it.
perfect, folks.
Nothing is perfect. So when it comes to the platform, as you're talking about, let me talk from the platform background. Like since I'm coming from the, so what calls an hybrid is, for example, a real hybrid platform can be one which can handle the registration systems. I'm not talking about simple registration, but complex registration systems, including upselling and also like cancellations, automatic cancellations, and all. And also like having the check-in apps, like a in-person badging and all those things, right? So along with it, having a virtual side of it, like virtual again can be a 3D or a 2D, it might be anything. So having all this together, we consider it as a hybrid platform. like if you are integrating with more than one platform, in the sense like using video something, and also like audio some, and also like in-person registration some other platform and all, if you're integrating two three different platforms, then mostly like it is just not a hybrid, complete hybrid platform. So
Wow, there's a lot to talk about, right? I mean, this is for many people, this is a new world, a new way of doing virtual events or events. But I, for one, can always go on and on and on to talk about it because I have a passion for it. But I just want to say thank you so much for being here and for inviting me to have a conversation with you in this session. But I also want to kind of do a shout out to everyone out there who's tuning in right now. We have another session coming up at 3:30, but be sure we talk about hybrid events, and the next session actually talks about hybrid events. And it's with Greg Hawk. So I encourage each and every one of you to stay tuned. It's going to be the same location. Engage people because we want to know how you're engaging with the speakers, the event participants, and hopefully you make a new connection, right, Siva? So
yes,
thank you
absolutely.
all for tuning in. Any last words before you go?
I would like to thank you, because like that was such an awesome host that we got, guys, here. So much engaging, so much talking, and like I'm not that talkative, to be honest, and you made me to talk. I'm so
I always make
thankful.
people talk.
Thanks for that, Jeff. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. And Sherry just said, thank you for the great info. Thank you, everybody. Have a great one. Bye bye.